Happy Thanksgiving. The beard is back and so are we. We're on our way up to the Art Loeb Trail in North Carolina. Dropped my car off at the Davidson River campground. Got Blake and his parents back behind us. They've been kind enough to shuttle us up to the Daniel Boone Boy Scout camp. And we're on our way to have some fun in the cold. Looking forward to it?
Yep.
Woohoo! Cold! Whew! Alright, it's a little bit chilly, but leaving the Art Loeb Trailhead, the northern terminus, Camp Daniel Boone, heading out. It's all going to be uphill until we get to Cold Mountain. Whew! Lots of fun. It's I think 24 degrees out right now. Thinking about you, Frankie, and Shug up there in the cold north. Medicine Man, I'm trying to get ready for that higher, colder hang. Here we go! Really like hiking in the snow. Kind of makes me jealous of you guys up north. What are you all thinking?
A lot of fun.
Blake?
A little slippery.
A little slippery. Sometimes the trail gets confusing. I'm actually surprised at how well broken the trail is right now. We made it to Deep Gap. This is the first Deep Gap on the Art Loeb Trail. Nice pretty spot here. Up going that direction is a Cold Mountain Trail. That's where we're heading now. I mean, this is a beautiful day. It's gonna be cold tonight though. This guy's trail name, just by the way, is Legs, and let that be known. All right, that's Cold Mountain up ahead. That's where we're going. Kind of hard to see through the trees, I know, but it's pretty up there. This bit of trail's been a little bit hefty, a little difficult. Trail has not been broken in a while, so it doesn't look like anybody's really been on this section. But we're making it. We're making it. Almost to the top of Cold Mountain. Snow kick your butt. There's a nice pipe spring as you get closer to the top. Look at the sky. Lovely. So we got the benchmark right over here. Cold Mountain. Dude, it's warm up here. Ain't no cold much of anything. It's a bunch of hot. What do you guys think? Yeah, we're sweating. It's snack time, and then gonna go from there. We are heading Shining Rock's right over here, so we're gonna walk the ledges this direction, walk up to Shining Rock, and then up through Ivester Gap over to Tennant Mountain, Black Balsam Knob. You can see Sam Knob there with the unique double. And then we're gonna drop down over the Parkway, and hopefully by that time we'll I'm hoping to make it up and over Pilot Mountain tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see what we can do. Oh yeah, piped springs. Nothing quite like drinking water right from the mountain. All right, so the climb up out of Deep Gap, it's about it's 1:15. Climbing up to the Narrows. Good old Art Loeb. I think he was some kind of sadist. He liked screwing with people a little bit, I think. So Camp Daniel Boone Boy Scout Camp somewhere down that way. Cold Mountain's back this way, and we are out on Shining Rock Ledge, the also known as the Narrows. Steep and skinny, because if you go one direction, you fall. You go up and over that ridge and you fall. So we're just gonna keep on trucking. We like it when there's snow and there's not a lot of heat or sun shining on it, because then the snow like absorbs impact and doesn't melt and get our shoes soaking wet. That's pretty nice. Whew. Heading on through some snowy vista. Bunch of evergreens. Really pretty, but we're getting tired. All of us. I'm trying not to sweat too much, you know, heat management, but there's not a whole lot more I can take off without being, you know, in danger of getting too cold. So I think as much as I can, but my back is sweating. All of our backs are sweating. Feet are a little bit wet because, well, I've been walking through snow pretty much the whole trip. I think I'm gonna ask, I think I'm gonna look to get maybe some neoprene socks to really try to help this stuff out. Onward to Shining Rock. We are at Shining Rock Gap. The trail actually comes in from this way, and if you're not looking for it, you end up missing it. The trail cuts left. Art Loeb Trail will then go that direction. Shining Rock's up that way. So it's a little brushy through here, but we're gonna be spit out at Shining Rock in just a moment. Cool, buddy. We're ready for lunch. Up on top of Shining Rock. It's quiet. Had to put on a vest. It's nippy out here.
Wow.
A little nippy?
No, just a little bit. Just good.
What do you think, Blake? A little nippy?
I'm perfectly fine.
Okay, so he's perfectly fine. He's great. He's great. And we had to walk through a bunch of bush. Like all of this bush, there's a trail that kind of snakes through there. That's Sam Knob. We're going to be up over that direction here soon. We're almost out of the wilderness area. Gonna have dark chocolate. And some Justin's nut butter as my second lunch. So we got another pipe spring out here. It's so nice because you can just fill up and drink. It's a little chilly over here in the shade. I got gloves on and my wristies and put my buff back on. We're getting ready to start hiking again. It's a little chilly. It's so pretty up here. So pretty. So that is John Rock right over there. Anyways, it is 4:11. We are not going to make it to Pilot Mountain tonight. There's just no way. Thanks, Art. We're probably going to be camping at the base of Black Balsam. Got probably about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes before the sun sets completely and it's dark. So we got to go. Top of Tennant Mountain, a lot of frozen stuff. You really have to be careful where your footing is. We keep going in and out of the sun. And where the sun's been, melts the snow, and then it refreezes and it becomes ice, and you get to slip and try not to die. I mean, that's fun, you know. So we're going downhill. Got Black Balsam to go up and over. And then I think we're going to be camping in that evergreen forest kind of spot there. We may have to resort to finding some snow melt or there's not a whole lot of snow, but snow melt, maybe some ice to kind of melt down. We'll see. We'll see. So nice. Almost to the top of Black Balsam. Okay, so the sun just set right over here. Oh, so pretty out. Getting cold. It's about 30, 31 degrees. See the parking lot and the bathroom. We're gonna avoid that. We're gonna hike up and over this bald, up and over that bald, and then down into that grove of trees over there. Okay, it's the last fading light. If you can see us, you can see, maybe you can see Brevard in the distance, and then way further off in the distance is Hendersonville. Certainly still see a little bit of this beautiful, beautiful sunset. But guys, how you feeling?
Good. Ready to stop.
How about you, Caleb?
Slightly cold, but all right.
Slightly cold, but all right. It's this is something you don't tend to see just sitting around at home on the couch. This is utterly lovely. So it's dark. We just rolled into camp, 6 o'clock. Not a lot of good places to hang a bear bag. You know, these trees are still living. I'm gonna camp from this tree over to that tree. And so I've switched to using a bear can. This Reflectix has a seat. Works freaking great. Keeps my butt warm, and particularly off this snow. Acts as a chair. Plenty of space once I eat dinner for the 3 of us for food, since it's just an overnight. It's just a small trip. All right, so we got a fire going. Small fire, trying to dry some socks. Got a, I'll pick it up. Got a little $5 Amazon stove going. Gonna heat up some water to put in my Nalgene canteen. That's gonna go in my into my hammock. Go ahead and start warming that up for me. Man, what a great day of hiking. It is currently about 7:10. It's 31 degrees out, and so we've got Blake over here with his just rolling and going. We got one over here about to go for Caleb. Caleb's using the Sara Lee bread bags, and I'm using some DIY Sil nylon socks to help keep my feet warm, because my shoes are pretty darn soaking wet. We're camping in the snow. Got my tarp set up, closed off on the windward side. It is certainly tighter on this side and widens out to make it easier to get in, but not a whole lot of space in here for breathing. Should be plenty for breathability here by my face. The ULA Ohm down here treating me well. I am layering up the bonfire with my DIY 40 degree. I've only got a single shot cord on this side, you know, head side here. And then on the other side, I'm using the Dutch quilt hook thing, which I've pinched in so it'll tighten on to the shot cord there to kind of keep my head space open. Been warming up water. Put it in the Nalgene canteen. That's pretty nice. Got right at a liter. Warming up my hammock right now. And I'm about to try some Packet Gourmet Texas State Fair chili. See what we got here. Beans are perfectly done. I did put in a little bit more water than what they called for, just in case. But that is darn good. Darn good chili. Really like my bear can. Medicine Man, I got a little bit of a thing here. You might like that. And then of course my Gorge Rats bit. And then of course got to represent the Foothills Trail and hammock forums. And gonna try something a little different. Hot chocolate, and that looks good, doesn't it? Hanging burrito, running feather, pod, cookie, Judy, and chef. This is the same spot that we camped at, same fire ring, for last time, where we did section 3 of the Art Loeb, and that crazy guy came coming through on the
Forest Service road screaming about how he's going to kill Satan. It's some nutty junk, but much quieter. Stars are beautiful tonight. Really clear. Probably means it's going to get colder as the night goes on. I got my cozy, my freezer bag cozy. Also, is great to keep my feet off the snow, because I recognize as I put my socks on, these socks, if I walk around camp, you know, the temperature difference between the ground, which is freezing, and my hot feet creates sweat, which of course is a microclimate. And I mean, they are vapor barrier socks. They're not waterproof breathable, just waterproof. So so long as there's not a lot of wind blowing and I don't have to go back in my wet shoes, which are steaming it up just like my socks, then my feet are just going to sit right where they are. Morning. I slept pretty well for the most part. On again, off again. Readjusting. A little chilly. I was warm inside the hammock. I had to get up several times. Didn't like that. With the snow all over the ground, it made it really easy for my shoes actually to freeze. So they're not solid, but they're pretty darn close to it. Current temperature is like 32 degrees according to my thermometer, but it's up this direction, hanging off my tree strap. Lowest it got down to is 28. I'm gonna get up here soon, work on staying warm while we pack up camp. Probably head out just before the sun rises. I do not see any condensation up here on the tarp, and it's touching my hammock. No condensation, I think, is a pretty good thing actually. So, just something to keep in mind, something to think about. I may be more and more interested in that sock kind of concept. I wasn't claustrophobic or anything, very comfortable. Really helps shed the wind. The other side is a windbreak. All shut in.
Alright, not so sure how much you can see. No, it's still kind of dark. Sun has not risen yet. We got about another 15 to 20 minutes before the sun truly comes up. Still snow everywhere. It's nice. It's better than mush. Don't you guys agree? Snow's better than mush?
Definitely.
Alright, so we're crossing the Blue Ridge Parkway, which we're about 90% sure is closed. We're heading this direction. That's a ton of dang switchbacks. We just came off the top of that mountain. Mountains to Sea Trail goes up over that way. Devil's Courthouse is over there behind us. And we're going this direction. Alright. We're on the other side of the parkway. And we traded snow for leaves. There's a little bit of snow here on the ground, but nothing like on the other side of the parkway. I think a lot of that has to do with the elevation. This is the one section of the Art Loeb Trail I have not done. From here down to right before you get to Pilot Mountain heading southbound. It's certainly a little warmer, I would say. You guys feel the same?
Yes.
What's the temperature right now?
38.
38. So it's a little warmer, but it might also be because the sun is shining on us. Beautiful, beautiful trip. Probably one of my favorites in a long time. Deep gap shelter. Kind of falling apart a little bit. Plenty of room for a tent or two, but no place to hang the hammock inside. Plenty of trees, evenly spaced. Water source right down here, pretty much due south. We're up on top of Pilot Mountain. Views all around. You can see the Blue Ridge Parkway, which we're real sure is closed off because of all the ice and everything. Got Devil's Courthouse back this way, and Shining Rock area back this direction. Florida Rider, this is what we were supposed to see when we ran up here back in June. So there is it's Looking Glass. John Rock is right over here. Lovely views. Lovely views. Oh, I'm not feeling too hot. Getting some cramping. I'm hoping it's just that Packet Gourmet Jamaican peanut porridge. I wasn't a big fan of that one. I mean, it tasted all right, but the consistency was a little off. I think I'd rather eat oatmeal and grits combined, if that tells you anything. I mean, this stuff was kind of soupy. I just drank it, but I think it's giving me some gnarly indigestion. So, hopefully I'll just keep feeling better. That tummy ache, worse than I thought. Feel good at all. I will never get that Jamaican peanut porridge again. Did not agree with me at all. We're gonna make it back to Gloucester Gap, which is 400 feet or so from where we are now. We're gonna hitch down to the fish hatchery, back to the car, go from there. Only got like 11 miles left. That's a day hike. Come back and knock it out later.
Since we were so close to an exit and out of toilet paper, I needed out quick. I felt much better later on in the day once I had the porridge and all that cinnamon from the night before and from breakfast out of my system. It was a great hike with great friends. You know, I learned something new every hike out.